you cats!
We're coming to you from our basement in Michigan with Just a Laugh podcast. We're going to start our podcast off with a game of cool or not cool. And today's random word generator gives us feather.
Oh.
Like cool for us or cool for birds?
For the birds.
Because they can't fly without them.
Well, yeah, if I was a bird, it'd be pretty cool.
But we're probably not doing that, right? We're doing it for us. Our feather's cool for us. I mean, I like what they look like.
No, I actually have a vase full of feathers in my room.
Yeah.
As decoration.
I also have a vase full of flowers. Feathers.
Yeah, so we must think they're cool.
They're
cool. I remember going to Hobby Lobby. Love the store. Love it, love it, love it, love it. But man, they're selling these feathers for like $5 each, and they're all...
I thought it was more than that. I thought they were like $8.
Yeah,
$8.99.
well, no, because I wanted a couple. It's like one feather. So like if you get a couple, it's like $5.
We're talking about the tall ones
15.
in like the flower section?
Yeah, I think so. They're like colorful. But anyway, they're all like broken. And I'm like, maybe it's cheaper if they're going to break like that.
Checking out your hat?
Yeah.
Belle's got her hat on. It's got some doodles on it.
I doodled it.
She doodled it. All the way around too.
Sunflowers, bees, you know, it looks like a hat for a 3-year-old, but man.
But man, what?
But man, is it great. Umbrellas.
Yeah, the first time I seen her wearing this hat,
bubble.
I laughed so hard. It was just so funny.
I didn't realize it was that funny. It was serious.
It's just a laugh.
Yeah. What even is that? What's that red thing? Oh, that's not me. I didn't draw that. That's the hat.
Yeah, it's a little eyelet. So earlier today, we went and picked up some trash around the neighborhood.
Picked up some trash. I don't know if you listened to our other podcasts, but one of them were like, let's pick up some trash. And we don't just say we do.
That's right. So we did that.
Yep. And
I ended up, we filled up an entire bag. Gotta give Belle's credit, because for a second I took my kids to the park for a little while, and I went around the corner, and she was just picking up garbage by herself. But that was at the end. I was doing it with her at the beginning. But I told my kid that...
She was on mom duty for a second.
Yeah.
They had to have fun.
We had to walk by the park.
The kids picked up some trash, too, and we didn't make them, either. We weren't like, you better pick up some trash, kids. They're like, can I pick up some trash?
Yeah, they're very environmentally...
They're like picking it up with their bare hands sometimes. Like, no!
Yeah, we had gloves.
Like, get with the gloves.
We don't know what kind of things are on
Luckily, one of your kids had hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Eli wants to save the ocean. He's always talking about that. And Rosalie,
That's important.
Actually, yeah.
That's important. Eli said a joke today. He's like, what is the best month? Why can I say that?
Month? Yeah.
Am I saying it? Why does it sound weird? To roast marshmallows.
March.
Yeah? You knew?
No, I just guessed. March.
Yeah, that was...
Marshmallows.
He's like, March. Well, I said, or like, wait, what's the best time, maybe he said? Because then I was like, I always answer seriously. So I was like, fall? I don't know. And he's like, March!
Marshmallows?
Yeah, I get it. That's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's better than my joke I made earlier.
You got it really quick, though, so...
That's true.
It's not so.
But that means
it's not so funny for you as it
not
was for me, though. Because for me, it was out of the park for me.
Yeah, I kind of know.
I didn't know where he was getting. I barely know my days of the month, though. So.
Their days of the month.
Yeah. See. I don't know them too good.
Moving on to our celebrity of the day.
Whoa.
It is Robert De Niro.
I feel like I'm mixing 5 different actors right now, and I can't figure out
Picture the one that looks like Robert De Niro and stick with that one.
Yeah.
You got him?
I think I got him.
Hide and Seek.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's a few other movies. Wasn't he the one that had like the, with the kid, where he like visits, has his kids come over?
That one's really sad.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's pretty real, though, for some people. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's sad. I forgot the name of it. But he's also in Meet the Fockers. Meet the Parents. I know.
Bleep you out.
I remember being a kid and being like so scared to say the name of that.
Well, that was the point.
I know.
And then her first name was Martha.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Robert De Niro is the man. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
He's always been the man. He will always be the man. And
is he still with us?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm getting a little nervous.
I was thinking about instruments, and I was just thinking, what if you were naturally, like, everyone was naturally super talented with, like, one instrument. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen Tinkerbell, but remember when every fairy had its own talent?
Yeah.
And they couldn't choose it. So you're, like, playing all these, everyone was, like, playing all these instruments, and it's like, I wonder what I'm good at, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So you grab the guitar, and it's, oh, this is it!
Yeah.
And the piano, you're, like, a professional, really cool. And you gotta, like, play them all and figure it out.
But then, like, you get, like, maracas, the triangle. And you don't even try it forever, and it's like, I don't have any. And then you pick up, like, a maraca.
You would have had to have tried it. I would have had to have tried them all. Like, none of them were working. I would have picked up the maracas pretty early on if I had to.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it'd be worse to have the triangle. How would you even know if you were good at that? Because, hey, isn't everybody?
I think
it's all about timing, isn't it?
I think there's more to a triangle than you think.
Is it a hard instrument?
I think after this, I'll show you what people
I thought it was always, like, the hopeless kid. They always gave it to, like, all right, you get the triangle.
Well, maybe, but you can also do some stuff with the triangle.
We should use the triangle.
By the way, Robert De Niro is with us.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for us.
Good for everyone, really.
What's his zodiac sign? You didn't look that up?
Oh, am I supposed to? Let's guess.
Maybe
Taurus?
Earth. I was thinking Earth sign. Those are both Earth signs.
Let's see.
It's got to be one or the other. Or, like, anytime you don't know, it's always a Cancer or something. Something sneaky, like, who would have saw it? Or, like, oh no, Aries or something.
Leo.
Fire.
What is that?
We did bad.
Aries. That was
I
bad.
said Aries.
That's a bad guess. Leo?
I just said everybody.
August 17th. That's Leo.
What are Leo men anyway? Because there ain't many out there for actors, I feel like, are there? Well, I feel like I know way more Leo women.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Leonardo DiCaprio is not a Leo, though. He's a Scorpio.
Okay, Chris Hemsworth. Andrew Garfield.
I remember that now.
You know why? Because of his hair.
His hair, yeah.
His hair. Daniel Radcliffe.
Okay.
These are all kind of, I'm not really seeing a thread connecting these people.
Well, like, I can kind of see a thread between Daniel Radcliffe and Andrew Garfield. So, you know, kind of quirky guys.
Well, without spending, like, too much time over here, Steve Carell. Okay, I love Steve Carell. With a burning love.
What do you think about that?
Confident, funny. Andrew Garfield, confident, funny. Daniel Radcliffe.
Confident, funny. Pretty sure he's confident.
I don't know. Is he confident?
I feel like he weirdly is.
Oh, okay.
I don't know much about him, though. I'm not going to say.
I don't know.
His number one fan probably knows more than I do.
If you're Daniel Radcliffe's number one fan, let us know if he's confident.
Well, didn't he do, like, some... I probably shouldn't say that even on here. Like a play performance where he didn't wear any clothes.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We're going to have to cut that out.
No, we're going to have to keep it. The people need to know.
So that seems pretty confident to me.
That's pretty confident. I didn't know.
What if I'm wrong, though?
That would be... We're going to cut it if you're wrong.
We'll
if it's later. Guys, if it's in here still, it's real. It's real. It happened. Mm-hmm. We're not going to just look up stuff every 2 seconds. So, yeah. Moving on. So earlier we had some lavender coffee. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember the brand of the creamer, but it's lavender
I'm not
creamer.
drinking that now.
No, it's regular.
That in here. Now she's like, nope.
No, this is regular. But I love lavender coffee. This creamer wasn't quite up to par as I would like, but I was excited to see it. I
just felt like I had some cleaner in it a little bit.
There's a place in downtown
You know when you're like
Arbor,
cleaning and you're
good.
Spraying things and your coffee's right there and you're like, uh-oh, do I drink this?
Yeah. I mean... That's how it always tastes a little bit. That's the thing about it. But not to that extent. It did have a little bit of... Like,
I could continue drinking it, I guess.
I love lavender everything. We've already talked about this, so we don't need to go in there. Tomorrow, we'll be making our Paul McCartney dirty soda. And if you want to see the recipe for that, it'll be up on our YouTube channel and
your son is just...
our Instagram. And my son's really excited.
Yeah. He was just like...
Both of them, actually.
Well, he was just drinking a cup of water, but then he's like, I forgot you make those drinks. I'm like, what did he say? And he's like, you got the last name down now, too. Because now that it's a yummy drink, he knows what his name is. I don't think he would have known before. He's like, he did say it a little wrong, though. I think he said, like, Company or something. Paul McCartney? I want a Paul McCartney. company? I'm like, what? Are you saying Paul McCartney? What are you talking about? Why are you talking about Paul McCartney? And then I was like, oh.
Well, he asked me,
they're excited.
I think earlier today, if Paul McCartney was a president. I said, no, he's a Beatle. He goes, oh, that makes sense.
The way we talk about him, probably.
George Washington, Paul McCartney, Abraham Lincoln. It's all history, baby.
What if he was the president? What do you think he'd do?
Probably great things. He'd have
I think he'd be stressed out, though.
He would be.
He'd be really stressed out. And then, like, he couldn't handle it because there's all, like, those, like, bad people, like, corrupt people.
Yeah.
He doesn't like corrupt people, I don't think.
No.
So you got to be a little corrupt yourself to be around corrupt people, I think.
Yeah.
John Lennon's got this in the bag. That would be so scary if he was president. Can you imagine?
It would be.
Like, hair piece. And it's like, as a president. Bed piece. Making these weird statements, thinking he's, like, revolutionary.
The other day, we went to the thrift store and we were trying to find clothes, you know. And the place was, like, closing. So, like,
every so often the speaker would
every
be, like,
5 minutes.
Giving us a warning.
And then they wanted us at the register, like, you know, 20 minutes before, like, they actually closed. So, like, we had even less time than we thought. So I'm, like, jumping into these pants. I'm, like, squeezing into these, like, just fast as I can, but moving so fast.
I gave her, like, 5 billion pants.
She did.
Did you even try them all on?
I did. Like... And it was, like, I was so frantic that I was taking way longer than I ever would have. Like, I hop in the pants, I'm tripping, I'm falling. I'm like, and whatever.
What is that? Shortcuts make for long days.
Yeah, exactly.
Calm heart is a happy heart. Is what I always say. Whenever you're playing a video game and you're like super stressed out, you die.
Oh yeah, the best thing is just zoning out.
Yeah,
like,
anytime. Remember, I talked about that before. If I'm in the middle of a conversation while I'm playing a boss battle, it's like, what? They're dead already?
Yeah.
Weird. I won. I beat them.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Your subconscious knows.
That's what you got to do when you're putting on your pants.
Well, yeah.
Like,
it would have been great if every 5 minutes they weren't like, get to the line. Like, oh my gosh, I couldn't. It was too loud. I was like.
It was scary.
It was scary.
I don't even know if we picked out the best selection because we would have been more strategic. How do you say that word?
Yeah, strategic.
And if we would have had more time,
we
would have said,
I think we got some
like
cool
outfits because we were picking like good shirts and then good pants, but we never really asked ourselves what went with what. So we kind of just had to cross our fingers, hope.
Yeah, we got a lot of pants that didn't necessarily match the shirts that we got.
She's struggling to figure out how she's going to wear those pants, aren't you?
Yeah, I can wear it a couple
She's got at least.
For those of you viewing the podcast, this shirt came from the thrift store that day. I got it for like jeans, $3. Right? Oh, in these little baggy pants, but
she's a little thrift store, little bumpkin.
Yeah, and I was just thinking again, I want to make my own clothes, but I keep looking at fabric, and it's so expensive. So I'd rather thrift. Like,
how many times do I got to tell you, like, go to the thrift store and buy a curtain?
Yeah, I keep forgetting
what you do.
I know. I keep forgetting. Well, a lot of the times the curtains are a weird material. They're, like, stiff and strange. And if you get a sheet, usually they're, like, I don't know. It's just, is there going to be enough fabric? Is it going to be... What happens if I make a wrong cut? You know, you can't go and get more. You're going to have to patch it. I'm going to look like a quilt.
I think you just figure it out.
I guess I'll try. That's the next mission. I'm going to make myself something. I have in the past.
She used to make stuff all the time, but then you used to spend the millions.
Yeah. Well, you know, Joann's went out of business, and I know everybody, like, talks like crap about Joann's. But they had way more fabric.
Since when?
Way more fabric. What are you talking about? The whole half of the store is fabric.
So it's like it got weak. No?
No, not the fabric. The fabric never got weak. Everything else did. There's scrapbook and everything.
Because I remember there was, like, some weird, like, Joann's is closed down, and Hobby Lobby stinks. I'm like, I love Hobby Lobby. Yeah. But then I realized, I'm not
there for the
fabric. Yeah. I'm there for everything
It's
else.
That whole the entire back wall, and then rows and rows.
Yeah. If you go to Joann's for anything else, then it's like it's not the store for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially towards...
So I'm wondering, who's stepping up and doing the fabric now? Is Hobby Lobby going to grow? Like, where are we getting our fabrics? Online, it's really expensive online. To get a bolt of fabric, it's like $60 just for, like...
I mean, Hobby Lobby does have some fabric, but it's not probably the best, and there's not many to choose from.
I know. You mean, oh, yeah.
It does have its section.
I know, but I looked like they got...
But yeah, it's pretty limited, if that's going to be...
And then Joann Fabrics also used to have that clearance rack, you know, where you could get, like, bundles of it for cheap. I always like looking there. I don't know. I feel like making your own clothes, it's way more.
Well, the thing is like, you're stressed out about, like, oh no, what if I get this wrong with, like, the thrift store curtain? But it's a thrift, it's probably going to be like $3. So
that's true.
It's like, it's not like you're spending hundreds of dollars.
Like, if I'm making this dress and I need a little bit of fluff at the bottom.
I think the more, well, then you go back to the thrift store and you find something you can add to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where I was going to look like a quilt.
Those curtains are big.
Yeah, but the curtains aren't good fabric. Curtains are usually weird.
I was watching this one YouTuber. She's always like, thrift store getting like weird curtains.
Is it that lady?
Yeah, what's her name?
Makara? Kara?
Yeah.
Makara?
Something like that.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she's always just like...
Can we watch some of hers tonight? Because I gotta know.
You have her figure now, but back in the day, it's like, it must... Like, it looks like it's so easy because she's like a stick. So it's like, when you're making outfits... You don't have to, like... Yeah, she barely has to measure. She just, like, wraps it around herself. And
my favorite's, like, the A-line dress. If you're super
curvy, then it's like, whoa.
Right.
You really got to measure everything exact, otherwise you messed up.
Right.
It definitely helps. I'm telling my mom, I'm like, I don't know what shampoo you got, but we got to get a different shampoo, because this thing is not working. I'm like, I don't know if it's supposed to be, like, extra moisturizing or something. I don't need no moisturizing, because my hair's really... moist, like, maybe I shouldn't say that, but I can get moist quickly. Remember, you didn't believe me, and then you put that, what was that?
Yeah, that was,
what was that thing?
The hair mask? Was it the hair mask?
Yeah, and because you were telling me, like, put it on and then, like, shower, you'd be good.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I showered and I was like, it was still oily. I'm like, you're like, you didn't shower good enough.
Well, because when I put it in, my hair, it drinks it up.
Her hair is, like, more dry, I guess, but yeah, anyway, she doesn't even have to wash her hair for days if she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Because, like, if anything, it's probably worse. Because they do tell you don't not wash your hair every day for certain people, but I'm trying to tell you, certain people, like, yeah, we need our hair washed. Anyway, she kept saying, like, I don't believe you. And I proved it with this weird oil mask thing, because it's giving me, like, moisture and stuff. And then I'm trying to wash it out, and she's like, no, you didn't wash it out good enough. But then I'm like, you do it. So I put my head in the tub, I lean down. And she's scrubbing at it. She's like, okay, you should be good, whatever. And then it dries. And then it's still, like, oily and gross. And she's like, oh, I see. But anyway, so I'm telling my mom about this new shampoo. I'm like, this is not good for me. She's like, what? Anyway, so I look at it another time. I'm like, just to make sure. It's like, what is this stuff? And it reads conditioner. I don't even use conditioner. I don't use it. I only use shampoo, normally. And my old shampoo bottle, or our old shampoo bottle, was black with, like, the little pump. Oh, yeah. And then now the conditioner's black with the little pump. I'm like, it looks exactly the same. And then our shampoo bottle is now, like, is red. So I didn't know. So I'm over here washing my hair with conditioner. And I go, okay, Mom, false alarm. It was conditioner. Because I was telling her, go buy new shampoo. This isn't working for me. But then I was like, false alarm. I didn't know. I was using conditioner.